A United Kingdom Worldwide Peace Organization Guide. Chapter 1. United Kingdom Peace Organizations. British peace websites. UNA-UK.org, United Nations Association for Strong and Effective United Nations Policy in the United Kingdom. Guantanamo.org.uk, the National Guantanamo Coalition. PalestineCampaign.org, Palestine Solidarity Campaign British Lobby Group. IHRC.org, Islamic Human Rights Commission London-based group. ISLAMIC-RELIEF.com, Islamic Relief, organization distributing food and medical relief to the people of Gaza. Justice.org.uk, law reform organization working to improve UK and EU judicial systems. liberty-human-rights.org.uk. MakePovertyHistory.org, Make Poverty History, a coalition of UK-based organizations. map-uk.org, Medical Aid for Palestinians. bminitiative.net, British Muslim Initiative, UK-based organization set up to combat Islamophobia. caxi.org.uk, Campaign Against Criminal Leasing Communities, CAMPAC. caab.org.uk, Campaign for the Accountability of American Bases. caat.org.uk, Campaign Against the Arms Trade. cityofsanctuary.org, City of Sanctuary, UK-based group welcoming communities for refugees. cnduk.org, CNDUK, the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. freebabarahmed.com, Free Babar Ahmed, a British man being detained without charge in the UK. handsoffirakioil.org, Hands Off Iraqi Oil British Coalition. irr.org.uk, Institute of Race Relations London think tank. Wales Peace websites. cynefynywrn.org.uk, cynefynywrn/common ground. wcia.org.uk, Welsh Centre for International Affairs. Chapter 2. World Peace Organizations. World Peace Organizations 1. Amnesty.org, Amnesty International Human Rights Organization. btselem.org, B'Tselem, Human Rights for the Palestinian-Occupied Territories. CagePrisoners.com, against the detention and mistreatment of prisoners at Guantanamo Bay. Derechos.org, Derechos International Global Awareness of Human Rights Abuse. echar.coe.in/echar, European Court of Human Rights. gush-shalom.org, Gush Shalom, Israeli-run website Peace and Conciliation by Israelis with the People of Palestine. humanrightsfirst.org, Human Rights First in New York. hri.ca, Human Rights Internet, Canadian-based human rights. hrw.org, Human Rights Watch. IJN.org, International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network, Jewish organization supporting the liberation of Palestine. eisil.org, International Law Portal. Interpol.org, Interpol, British charity raising funds for the Gaza emergency appeal. iraqbodycount.org, Iraq Body Count. memo.ru/eng/index.htm, Memorial Russian and Eastern European movement dedicated to promoting human rights. MoveOn.org, U.S. political site. pchrgaza.org, Palestinian Center for Human Rights, Gaza. UNICEF.org, UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund. un.org/overview/rights.html, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Anti-La-Guerra-Actua.org, Anti-La Guerra Actua, Spanish anti-war site. socialforum.at/sf/demo, Austrian Social Forum, Austrian anti-war websites. bermudaforpeace.com, Bermuda for Peace. clearup.org, Clear Up, calling for no use of cluster bombs. culturacontractalaguerra.org, Cultura contra la Guerra, Spanish artists against war. electroniciraq.net, Electronic Iraq. esbarmiru.lv, Esbarmiru, Latvian anti-war group. World Peace Organizations 2. Peace.teenig.com, Filipino Youth for Peace. 5letters.com, 5 letters for peace. nowr.greenpeace.org, Greenpeace. greenleft.org.au, Green Left Weekly, Australian magazine. greens.org.nz/campaign/peace, just peace campaign, New Zealand Green Party. gssa.ch, Group pour un Swiss sans army, the movement for the abolition of the Swiss army. humanshields.org, Human Shield Mission. ingankrig.no, Ingenkrig Mot Iraq, Norwegian anti-war site. resistance.eu.com, International Socialist Resistance and Youth Against the War. Keenkrieg.ch, Keenkrieg, Swiss site, in German, organizing anti-war demonstrations. Internationalanswer.org, International Answer, act now to stop war and end racism. IrishAntiWar.org, Irish Anti-War Movement. InnateNonviolence.org, Innate, Irish Network for Nonviolent Action Training and Education, an umbrella group. ListenForPeace.org, Listen for Peace, a grassroots organization. NoLaGuerra.org, Noa la Guerra, Spanish anti-war site. DEUTSCHLAND-SAGT-NEIN.de, No to War Against Iraq, German. NobelLaureatesinIraq.org, Nobel Laureates on Iraq. Notinourname.org.au, Not in Our Name Australia. OneVoiceForPeace.org, One Voice for Peace, Australia. NODO50.org/Peremos la Guerra, Peremos la Guerra, Spanish. PaxChristi.net, Pax Christi, International Catholic Peace Movement. PaxHumana.info/en.php3, Pax Humana, French. PeaceandProgress.org. PeacePlanGroup.assets.org.uk, Peace Plan Group. Resistance.org.au, Resistance, Australia. Scoop.co.nz/Mason, New Zealand alternative news site. StopUSA.be, Stop USA. Belgian. StopWOJNI.w.pl, Stop War Initiative, Polish group. VicPeace.org, Victorian Peace Network, Australia. WagingPeace.org, Waging Peace, the Nuclear Age Peace Foundation. WRI-IRG.org, War Resisters International. WHY-WAR.com, Why War? WomenInBlack.net, Women in Black, International Peace Network. WomenInBlack.org.uk, Women in Black UK. UKWILPF.gn.apc.org, Women's International League for Peace. WSWS.org, World Socialist website. World Peace Organizations 3. Global Ideas Bank. GlobalideasBank.org. Green Pages. greenpages.org. International Holistic Therapy Directory. International Holistic Therapies Directories.com. NewAfrica.com. NewAfrica.com. Africa's information provider. Everything you ever wanted to know about Africa. One Earth Network. OnEarth.net. Transformational websites around the world. One Spirit. OneSpirit.com. An international directory of people, places, products, and services of spirit dedicated to assisting those on a spiritual path. South African WellNet. Wellnet.co.za. A network of South African holistic practitioners. Top 50 African websites. woyaa.com/top-web/all50sites.html. Rated the top 50 African websites in the categories of education, culture, science, community development, and public information. USA Federal Gateway. Fedgate.org. A gateway to the U.S. federal governmental agencies with website and email addresses. Working Assets Congressional Directory. Congress.nw.dc.us/wa/congdir.html. This website makes it easy for you to find contact information for your federal elected officials simply by entering your zip code.